The first 11 chapters of the Bible deal with the very early years, and a new section starts in chapter 12 where we're introduced to Abram, whose name of course would be changed to Abraham later on. But chapter 12 is the account of God calling Abram to the promised land. Verse 1 says this: "The Lord had said to Abram, 'Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you.' Verse 4 says, 'So Abram went, as the Lord had told him.'" Now that sounds really easy, but I think this was quite hard for Abram, because he was called to leave, number one, his country, and he was probably quite a patriotic type. Most people have some sort of affection for the country they're part of, although nations weren't the same as they are now, but he probably had a certain pride in the place that he stayed. God said, "Go from your people," and I'm sure Abram loved his people. And God even said, "And go from your father's household," his family. He had to leave even his family to go where God had sent him. Doesn't this sound a lot like the words of Jesus, who calls us often away from our familiar places, our familiar lands, our familiar people, even our family, in order to do the work he's called us to do? Jesus said that we need to love him even more than family. And that's quite a big ask for most of us, because family is so important to us. But if God says go, we go, even if it takes sacrifice. I wonder if God's asking you to sacrifice, to not just focus on the things that you love most, but to go to a place that might be unfamiliar, an unfamiliar job, an unfamiliar place, an unfamiliar setting. Maybe he wants you to use unfamiliar technology so that you can be a blessing to someone. Maybe he wants to get you to do something that's unfamiliar to you so that he can use you. Friends, don't get caught where you are if God is saying, "Go from this place." No matter how comfortable and lovely it is where you are, when God says, "Go," we must go. Abram could have stayed and said, "Nope, I'm comfortable here," and he probably would have done a lot of good there, but God wanted him to do something else. And so, friends, listen to God's promptings. And even if he's calling you away from what's comfortable, go, and you will be blessed because you went.
There is hope for